Hey, welcome back to Bayou Brit. It has been a minute. The seasons have changed and we're now down in the 30s. We're up here in Hopkinsville today. Just got up here. We've got the doors down because it's chilly. Going to do a little bit of a look around, collect some money, and do a bit of a cleanup because it's mud season. So Bay 1 looks nice. Bay 2 looks pretty terrible. Bay 3 looks nice. And Bay 4, well, somebody blew out their truck bed. So got some sweeping to do. Just collecting quarters. Generally everything looks okay. Let's take a look around the pump room, see how we're doing. Everything in here is looking good. We've got 3 parts per million on our spot free, which is pretty awesome. Just double check that. Oh, we're up to 4. Okay, so that gradually degrades as the membranes get used and the filters get dirty, but 4 is perfect. Basic checks we do when we get here. No lights on the changes, that's what we want. And looks like we might have been selling some stuff, which is nice. Well, that needs looking at. Just check the foam brush. Oh. That's obviously not good though. That's not what we want. Let's give it a second to stabilize. All right, we can fix that. No big deal. There's plenty of chemical, which is really what we're looking for. We can just thicken it up. And then we have ceramic. Oh, that stuff smells really good. It smells like multi-pound almost. And the triple foam conditioner. How's this guy looking? Oh, I didn't do a great job of blowing this down. That's looking a bit neon for me. Someone's been messing with it again. All right, easy fixes. That's what we're looking for, easy fixes. Foam and conditioner, we want just a little bit more air. That doesn't appear to do anything, that's not great. Oh, well, pretty foamy, it's a little bit rich for chemicals, so we'll tune that down, and then we'll tune it. That should be right. Awesome. It's good to have everything working on the first go. Now, one thing we've been having issues with here, and a list of issues, frankly, is the wash select. Here, when it gets cold, even though the heater's running, it seems to not work, which is obviously problematic. If it's not working, if it's not accepting payments, we're not making money, and the site's just sitting here losing money. I mean, that's terrible. It's not what we want. And in the lean months, you really can't afford it. November and December, slowest months. After about the first week of November, it really slows down. So we're gonna open this up and have a look. It is chilly on the fingers, he says while still wearing shorts. Oh, it looks like it's been taking cash, which is nice, but I don't think it's been doing anything else. I wonder how long it's been in that weird locked up state. I mean, if you look in here, you see just how old the technology is. Let's power it back on. All right, there we go. So that's just another thing on the daily checklist that we need to be checked. Good to see the police driving by, it's always nice. See them of an evening. Give them a cheeky wave. They know if they come here, we'll look after them. Well, actually, I say that, we haven't spoken to the police here in Hopkinsville. Everywhere else, the police know we'll look after them. Because it definitely helps to have the police drive through your site periodically, especially if you're in a more risky area. It's nice to have a police vehicle on the grounds. All right, well, that's one thing done, fixed. All right, so we fixed the wash select. Now it's time to go collect some money. Let's do the quarters first. We find the right bucket and we'll head outside. Come with me. Always have to check I've got the keys because I am terrified of locking myself out here. This is kind of a neat system whereby the coins actually pull through here on both sides into 1 vault. So we have bays 1 and 2. Yeah, so the bay 1 and 2 vaults are actually connected, which is pretty awesome. That's not the right key. All right, I always find it pretty amazing how they stack like this, like it's a video game or something. I don't know if you can see, I'm covering the light a little bit, but they all stack up perfectly. It's really kind of neat. And they sell some trays so the coins are caught in the trays and you just dump that. But I haven't got around to ordering those yet because, well, November and December are pretty lean months. We don't really want to spend anything that we don't have to. Put the plug lock back in, find where it catches. And don't forget the T-handle because that would be a real pain in the bum. Simple things, reduce them out, and then if we get mugged whilst we're out there getting the second run, well, then we don't lose as much. This is my favorite time to be up at the car wash. When it's chilly, no one's around, kind of freedom to get on and do whatever you need without distractions. I mean, sure, it would be nice if we were busy, but we can't be busy all day, every day. That'd be crazy. Before I start, see if you can see in there how they all stack. Like an actual coin, one of those coin pushing machines. Sometimes you just have to use your head, you know? Oh dear. This is what God gave you, I guess. If it wasn't brains, at least I can use my hand as a doorstop. One of the winter chores is for us to pressure wash this lot. So obviously we need it to stay above freezing because we'd just be building an ice rink. Always be aware of your surroundings. See people cut across the lot like that. Just have to be slightly aware. And that's where having a full suite of good cameras is really useful, because before we go back out, we can check the cameras, make sure no one's around. Whew, it's chilly. So one thing that's pretty cool about this counter as well, A, we didn't have to pay for it, which is awesome, but it's able to separate out. I set it to quarters and it's going to spit out the tokens. There's one of our tokens here, and it'll just get spat out the side. So if I run this, oh, I got stuck straight away. Fantastic. There you go. All right, let's get this going. Well, it turns out I am stupid. I completely over counterbalanced it and now have quarters all over there. Oh, dollar coin stuck through. Oh, and another one. And another one. So this is the little tray that collects all the coupons, the tokens, and then slightly odd quarters pop out of there as well. 1986. We have $858 worth of quarters and about $7, $8 a dollar coins. Not bad. Next we're going to go grab the bills. Alright, well I thought my camera was recording, but it wasn't. So these are the bills. Varying success. The middle bays always perform best here. So we have a selection of bills to run through the bill counter. But yeah, certainly not terrible. We can run these through the counter, which is quite nice. They'll go through in a minute. Once I separate it all. I think so far we've had some cold days, but we haven't had any salt on the roads. So we really need sunny days or snow in the forecast. Once the salt comes on the road, we'll be busy again. Otherwise, we'll be quiet until mid-January. It's really at a point where you're like, as long as I can pay my bills, I can do some low-cost maintenance and repairs here. Hopefully you don't need any parts for a couple of months. You know, that's when you have to save. We had a lot of big expenses in 2024. We bought this place. We put down a down payment and started started paying the mortgage over in Covington. And well, Portland is just a bit of a debt pit because of the equipment expenses. But as time goes on, these assets will become stronger and stronger. And there's always number 4 just around the corner. And maybe some new equipment next year if we can work a deal with a manufacturer. Alright, so we have 210 plus the 10 is 220, and this is where we'll end up messing up, so I can write this down. I'm actually surprised that worked. Doesn't normally. Ah, there we go. So this is the money that was in the automatic. Not going to be a lot, as this is 4 days worth of automatic money, and well, it's been rainy and cold. Oh, I put those through as 10s. Dang it. That's really bad. Really, really bad. We were doing like 3 times that a day in October. But it's the seasons. We know it's part of the pattern. Just got to keep going, get through to spring. That takes us up to a total of just shy of $2,000, change out of $2,000. Today is Tuesday. Last time I was here was Friday morning. So that's four days. And that doesn't include the credit cards either. So honestly, not a bad few days for the winter. We'll take it. If you've enjoyed this video, it's a little count. Haven't had to fix anything too radical, which is nice. Consider subscribing. Like the video, leave a comment. Plenty more coming up in 2025, a bit more consistent with the videos now that work. Main job, real life job, is hopefully calming down, being a little bit more organized, we'll see. Alas, we'll see you in the next one where we try and fix something that's broken and try and collect some money in the game of just collecting quarters. Bye for now.